Okay, isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay December 22, 2022, Thursday. 3 araw na lang Pasko na. Mabuhay po kayong lahat at Merry Christmas. Welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Ang ating balita ay tungkol muli sa ating update sa PLDT. Ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer. Nag-start po ako mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007 at araw-araw ko pong binabalita ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stock sa Philippine market. Inimbita ako po kayo mag-subscribe sa aking channel kung gusto niyo po ng content, kung meron po kayong stocks na gusto ipa-review o may mga tanong tungkol sa wealth management o tungkol sa stock market. Paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking pa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Mga sinasabi ko po dito hindi po financial advice. Get well soon, Mari. We're praying for your recovery. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, December 22, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, ang ating financial headlines ay galing po sa Business World. Budget deficit narrows in November. DTI to impose anti-dumping duties on cement imports from Vietnam for 5 years. BOI approves 279 billion investments in 2022 and BSP signals more tightening in 2023. At pero ang ating main news, punta muna tayo sa corporate. PLDT, PSE say no fraud involved in 48 billion overrun. Ito po yung problema ng PLDT ngayon, ano? Then, Jollibee readies global sustainability agenda. Vitarich expands capacity in Mindanao as warehouse opens. Okay, Marcos orders urgent importation of 64,050 metric tons of sugar amid stubborn inflation. Okay, pero ating main news ay hindi po dyan, ano? Ito po ay galing sa disclosure ng PLDT sa PSE, no? PLDT core business and fundamentals remain very strong amidst Capex challenge. The highlights of the disclosure are as follows. EBITDA for 2022 on track to hit 100 billion to remain unaffected by the Capex overrun. Expected 2022 telco core income of 32.6 to 33 billion in line with guidance. Dividends for full year 2022 anticipated at 134 per share, consisting of regular and special dividends of 92 and 42 respectively. Pangilinan welcomes PSE confirmation of no insider trading of PLDT shares in respect to December 16, 2022. Disclosure. No fraud, no anomalies, no evidence of overpricing, and no unrecorded transactions in relation to the overrun. In a special briefing held on December 21 at the Dusit Thani, Manila, PLDT top management led by MVP or Manny Pangilinan and CEO Alfred Panlilio and Chief Legal Counsel Marilyn Victorio Aquino assured the audience present, consisting of fund managers, investment analysts, and bankers, that PLDT's business overall remains healthy and robust as it continues to address its elevated capex spend and undergoes a comprehensive process review. Pangilinan said in particular that PLDT's EBITDA for 2022 remained unaffected by the capex overrun and is on track to hit 100 billion as originally indicated, with telco core income expected to reach between 32.6 billion to 33 billion as guided. In addition, PLDT expects to be able to pay the balance of the regular dividend for the full year 2022 estimated at 45 per share and the remaining special dividend of 42 per share. This would bring total dividends for 2022 to 134 per share or 88% of 2022 expected earnings. According to Pangilinan, PLDT's ongoing review thus far uncovered no fraud, no anomalies, no evidence of overpricing, and no unrecorded transactions in relation to the overrun. The bulk of the 48 billion capex overspend involves procurement of network equipment necessary to provide stronger connectivity to subsidiaries, especially 5G cell sites for our mobile network and fiber rollout. There will be no write-off of these assets. Yun ang mahalaga. Walang write-off. When asked about the context within which the overspend was made, Panlilio explained that a confluence of factors occurred, including PLDT having to regain network leadership following years of underinvestment in capex, the threat of former President Duterte for telcos to shape up, intense competition in the telco sector with then anticipated entry of DITO funded by Chinatel, as well as the emergence of competitor in the fiber space. Convergence. Finally, the occurrence of COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant lockdown and quarantines, which required installation of speedy fiber connections in millions of households to work and school, pushed network teams to fast-track rollouts. However, the extent of the capex ordered, we plan to reduce fresh capex starting 2023. Thereafter, we expect capex to reduce steadily. 2023 will be a year of consolidation as we continue to strengthen and grow the business. We strive to be better, said Panlilio. Attorney Victorio Aquino added that the negotiations with vendors are ongoing, with simultaneous reviews of network project monitoring and process flows are being undertaken with a view of improving them. Rest assured that we will provide additional disclosures in due course. What we want to avoid is premature disclosure that could harm the public and shareholders. No fraudulent trading prior to disclosure. Pangilinan was asked after the briefing to comment on the statement of the PSE President Ramon Monson earlier that day that the PSE does not see any indication of any fraudulent trades prior to the disclosure. In reply, Pangilinan said that we welcome this bit of good news from the PSE and added that this confirms that no insider trading occurred in respect to Friday's disclosure. So yan po ang ating main news. Actually, this is the disclosure which occurred just this morning, no? So may I also share with you the one released by Call Financial earlier. Ito po, no? Meron po siyang report dito or a study. Initial thoughts on the sell-off due to 48 billion capex budget overspend. So ang highlights po nito is that TEL has lost 31% or 111 billion in terms of market value in past trading days. In the past 7 trading days, this was mainly due to rumors that it made as much as 130 billion in undocumented purchase orders in the last 4 years. So highlights nito, I'll just read the headlines. No? Drop in share price much larger than expected, budget overrun. Meaning, yung pagbagsak po ng presyo niya ngayon, ang tingin niya ay masyado na siyang undervalued. No fraudulent or anomalous activities found. Yan po yung statement ng PLDT. Share price cheap despite factoring in potential impact. Tower sale to help offset some of the negatives, and upgrading to buy as sell-off seems overdone. So tingin po niya ay masyado ng cheap itong PLDT. So mamaya tingnan po uli natin si PLDT. By the way, ang summary niya po dito is meron po siyang buy rating with a fair value of 1760. So I think this was reduced by Cole earlier, no? This lowered our fair value estimate by 7.9% to 1760. Pero ang BDO-SEC is 2,000 something, but I think they will have to adjust that also based on this new development, no, on the capex. Okay, so yan po ang ating main news. Okay, sabi po ni Bupi Tuti, thanks for the regular update regarding TEL. Okay po, salamat din po. Okay, so let's take a peek at TEL, ano? Ito po siya. Ngayon po kasi ay 12:12, ano? So lunch break po si PSE. But TEL is now at 1251. At let's do this. 1-day chart. Yan. So it opened at 1285 with a low of 1242 and a high of 1285. Now it's 1251. Okay, so later on we'll go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, and we'll take a look also at TEL. Okay, it's just 1 minute before closing time, but before we go to the index, let me read some comments here, no? Okay, thanks for the regular. Okay, nabasa ko na pala to. Isip Roman, sir, may updated report ba si BDO Sec kay TEL? After the call yesterday, baka nag-revise siya ng estimates. Wala pong update si BDO Sec eh. Pero I have naman, I got the report of coal. So I think that would do for the moment. Okay, so let's go to the index. 3 o'clock na. And let's just refresh our screens, so that I can give to you the correct figures, no? Okay, the PSE index gained 56.14 points or 0.86%. Nasa 6576.94. And it's now bullish, pataas na po ang ating index from a dip 2 days ago. Ngayon, market activity, 97 companies advanced, 77 declined, while 53 remained unchanged. Yung all-share index gained 0.66% also. Yung ating sectoral indices ended mixed. Financials and mining are down, while the holding companies, industrials, properties, and services are up. The holding companies is up 1.57%. Now, the most active stock is AGI, 4.21%, followed by TEL, which ended 1 peso lower from yesterday's close at 12.49. Then, followed by SM, BDO, ASEL, and ICT. Yan pong anim na yan ang ating i-review. So let's now go to TEL. Okay, it's 12.49, down 1 peso. So it's inching up actually, no? So oversold level pa rin po siya at 29.34. Kung akong tatanungin po, nice to buy TEL. And I think that the overruns, the 49 billion overrun, wouldn't affect their income. And these were the assurances given by top management of TEL. Their dividends won't get affected, So kung makikita po natin, I'll just put up the slide again on coal, Yan po. So yan po ang update ni coal before the meeting or before the briefing before analysts and bankers and yan, So meron po siyang buy rating, and the drop in share price is much larger than estimated budget overrun. So kung ako po sa inyo, if you have extra cash there, I suggest that you buy TEL. Good buy po ito. Share price cheap despite factoring in potential impact. No fraudulent or anomalous activities found. I think this is just initial evaluation. Tower sale to help offset negatives, upgrading to buy. Siguro dating hold po ito. From hold, hold siya. Reducing our FB estimate from 1910 to 1760. Pero kung titingnan po natin, let's put up BDO Securities. Ito po ay study ni BDO Securities, but this is hindi pa ito updated. Ang kanyang rating kay PLDT is 2065. Pero if you'll take coal, dating nasa 1910, they reduce it to 1760. Okay, so that's the latest update on PLDT, and then it's bearish but still over, but the stock is oversold. ang mangyayari kasi niyan, there is a possibility that the stock may rise because nakikita niyo po ito, volume po yan, no? Yan po. So, ibig sabihin po niyan is that though the candlesticks are very small, there is a possibility of the stock rising in the next few days, perhaps the next few weeks. So, abangan po natin si TEL. Then next, we have AGI, the most active stock. Ayan, pataas ng pataas si AGI, ha? And it's already overbought. Ngayon po, ang masasabi ko lang po dito ay meron pang news ito. Share buyback. Pero mukhang maganda yung prognosis ni AGI. Ang dating resistance na ngayon ay naging support. Nandito po sa area to, nasa 1081. Support and resistance, hindi po yan exact points. Area po ang support and resistance. Now, the next resistance level ay nakikita ko po in this area here. Yan po, sa 1225 to 1230. Okay? So, it's already oversold. So, konting ingat lang po tayo dito because the stock may reverse. But actually, kung titignan po natin yung volume, ay napakalakas po ng volume nito, no? So, may volume po yesterday, may volume po today. Meron ding volume noong December 19 and looks like the trend will still hold, no? It will still go up. Okay, next, si SM naman. Kumikita si SM ngayon, Christmas. Okay, SM is just moving sideways but it gained 17 pesos today at 926 and it was oversold on December 1 and right now it's just consolidating, no? Ito po, no, meron po siyang, I wouldn't say this is a breakout here, but the candlestick is high with volume. Pagkatapos po nagkaroon po ng dip here. So right now, this area here is the area of consolidation. Yan po. So, the resistance or the support is here at 892. That's the nearest support for SM. And the resistance, hanapin po natin ang resistance using a 1-week chart. 1030 na po ang next resistance level ni SM. Yan po yung nakikita ko. Yan po, no? 1011 to 1012. Okay, BDO. BDO is, balik natin sa 1 day. Yan, just moving sideways, 108. This is po si BDO. And it has been this way since November, no? November, yan po yung galaw ni BDO. Let's do a Darvas box for BDO. Yan po ang range of movement niya. Yan po. So, BDO is at 114. Ang kanyang resistance support is at 108 to 109. But it looks very good since our indicators are still under, especially the long and medium-term indicator. But the short-term indicator, yung orange line, is just piercing through, meaning at the moment, on the short term, it is sideways. RSI is just a bit below the midpoint at 49. Then, si Ali naman, puro mahuhusay na stocks po ito. Yan, bullish po si Ali, tas sa 29.90. And RSI is at 58, meaning it's moving up. Let's draw a parallel channel here. More or less yan po ang movement niya. So, resistance at 32 and support is at 28.60. Support and resistance, di po yung exact points. Ito po ay areas. So, the trend for Ali is upwards. Okay, next we have ICT, our final stock. So, bullish din po, although it ended with a short candlestick gaining 210. Tingnan nga natin ang fundamentals ni ICT, nasa 279, ano? So that's just about mga 38 to 40% upside at 198. Support is here at 191. Yan po. And the resistance is here at 204 to 205 pesos. Okay, so yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-22 ng Disyembre. At 4 na araw na lang, Pasko na. Ito po si Benji Chodoro. Nagpapaalala, ang investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, stay safe, God bless, Merry Christmas, and bye for now.